So I
I,
know you spent a lot of your career trying to, move toward value-based care, right? Outcomes, not inputs.
yeah, this is really, really important. I mentioned Signify Health earlier. They're a company that has spearheaded bundled payments and automation support for bundled payments. I think the next slide will get into the different types of value-based care, but let's at a high level just say fee for service is you get paid for what you do, and fee for value says I'm going to pay you, a lump sum. It might be, monthly. It might be for a given episode of illness. That's a bundled payment. Capitation is I'm going to pay you to take care of a certain number of lives.
Sure.
But the point is you're shifting the responsibility for thinking through a holistic view of the patient. When you move towards value-based care, you're thinking about, how am I going to do this in a way that's cost effective, but I'm being kept honest by measurements of quality. And back in the 80s and 90s, when we made a big push to value-based care, I think our suboptimal ability or maybe inability to measure quality
Hmm.
spooked folks, because you can in healthcare, make a lot of money by doing the wrong thing. You can lose a lot of money by doing the right thing, uh,
Hmm.
right? And what you want to do is you want to build a sustainable business,
Hmm.
right? Just sustainable business that does the right thing. And I think value-based care, the companies I mentioned earlier, Iora, uh, Oak Street Health, Alignment Health, Devoted Health, these companies are all payviders. They're trying to be a provider and at the same time, manage value-based reimbursement in a way
Hmm.
that I think's helping us get better and better over time. The other thing this is doing is it's driving convenience. Just give you an example. If you're a patient who's undergone a hip surgery,
Hmm.
right? Today, in a sense, the providers will make more money if you're in the hospital for a short period of time and then you move into a skilled nursing facility and then you go home. And that's because they get paid for each of those things, right? If
Hmm.
we could just let you go home, right, the overall cost of that episode of care does go down,
Hmm.
but the provider doesn't necessarily do better. So bundled payments was an effort to say, look, providers, I'm going to give you 40 grand for a hip surgery. You
Right.
got to take care of everything 30 days before the surgery and 90 days after. Manage it proactively, manage it in a thoughtful way.
Yeah.
That's just an example of value-based care. And that ends up driving innovation related to how do we create a home environment that can support a
Yeah.
patient coming right out and getting great care in their home. Better for the patient, better for the family, better for overall costs, and with just as good, maybe better outcomes clinically.